So basically the right knee is going to be up and the left knee is slowly out. And you can just like find a position first that feels good, and then you can allow it to just naturally open so that you feel that the left hip is beginning to open here. You're going to start with your arms nice and long, feeling that space lifted again. And let's begin with our breath. So you're going to inhale, lift up a little bit more, and then exhale, roll down just to the lower back. And then inhale here, and exhale, reach, stack, 3, 2, and 1. Good. When you get to the top, I actually want you to hinge back already just a little bit. You're going to take this left leg and stretch it all the way out. So basically your knee is already slightly turned out. So you're going to push that leg out and then come right back to the center and then restack. Good. Let's try that again. So you're going to inhale, lift. Exhale, curl down. Inhale, hold. Exhale, stack. Good. Inhale, hinge back and extend the left leg. Exhale, reconnect and hinge up. Good. Let's see if we're going to combine this breath a little different. Let's inhale, roll down here. Exhale, lift. Good. We're going to now inhale, hinge back, extend. And now we're going to exhale, come back. So you'll notice that we kind of tried to combine the moves. If you feel like you still need the hinge back first and then the extension, you can keep those separate. But if you feel like you can keep the hinge back and the extension simultaneous, then go for it. If you need to keep them separate, do it. 3 more. So inhaling here. And again, kind of feeling how that left hip is still allowed to open. And you really have that nice grounded sensation on that right foot. But you're still keeping the shoulders down. You feel how the hips are opening up slowly each time we move. And then again, the core gets nice and warm. Cool. Inhaling here. And then exhale, coming on back. Cool. You're going to put one hand behind each other. One hand next to each other behind your back. And you're going to open up. You're going to keep the ankles crossed. And from here, you're going to just lift up your hips a little bit. And then come right back. Good. Opening up. Inhale, elbows back, lift, and exhale back. Good. So again, we're not coming into a full lift. I still want you to feel how you're using your core to lift more than your arms. Good. We got 3. Oh no, it's pouring. Excellent. And 2. And 1. Fantastic. I want you to sit up really nice and tall. Extend the arms all the way out. Great. And then put both feet next to each other for a moment. We're going to roll down to the tips of your shoulder blades already, feeling what that feels like. And you're going to exhale, engage, get all the way to the top, and make a nice open circle with your arms. Good. So again, inhaling, rolling down, curling, articulating, and then exhaling, engaging up. Now again, each time you move is still another opportunity for you to connect with your breath and to find a little bit more control through the core. And a little bit more lift. Good. Opening up here. Cool. 2 more. So again, inhaling, feeling how the arms still stay parallel to the floor, still reach a little bit longer. And it's almost like that space of energetic flow is going from your hips, which are grounded, to the tops of out the top of your head. You feel how all of that is very expansive at the moment. Great. Last time here, inhaling, curling down, tapping, exhale, bringing the core back, and then opening up all the way. Awesome. So now we keep the left foot on the floor. You gently cross the right? You're just gently crossing. And then when you feel like you're there, then you just allow it to naturally open. It's not like a forceful open. It's almost like you're resting that right ankle on your left foot. Great. So we're going to start slowly. So you inhale, lift. And then exhale, curl down just to the lower back, feeling how most of the pressure, or rather support, is coming from that left leg. Inhale here. And then exhale to the top. Great. Keeping these moves isolated. So we inhale, hinge back first, feeling what that feels like. Exhale, stretch out that right leg, hold. Inhale, reconnect. And then exhale, lift. Good. One more time, somewhat slowly and separated. Inhale, lift. Great. Exhale, curling back, feeling that articulation, shoulders down. Can you reach a little bit more? Can you release tension from the neck? Great. Inhaling here. Exhale, stack on up on 3, 2, and 1. Super. Inhale, hinging back. Exhale, extend. And again, the leg is already slightly turned out. So that move in itself is just that extension of the lower part of the leg. And and coming back. Great. Let's try and make it a little bit longer here. So you're gonna inhale down, exhale up. Now we start connecting. We inhale, hinge back, stretch out. Exhale, come back. So remember, if you feel like that doesn't feel stable enough for you, then just keep the moves separate. The idea still is that we're hinging back, engaging the core, opening up to the right as we hinge back, but that everything still stays very stable, right? That feeling of that inner strength, allowing us to radiate outwards. Inhaling, hinging back, engaging the core to come right back up and stack. Good, 2 more. Inhale, hinge back and reach. Exhale, lengthen. Cool, last time here. And all the way back. Good. So again, we're putting our hands behind us, fingers forward facing, opening up the chest. And you're taking a nice inhale, push up. And again, what's happening here is that you really feel how the left leg gets a little bit more active use. And you're still allowing that right hip to open. So you're kind of trusting that your body can keep that right hip open and stable. But again, use the gravitational pull downward so that you feel that the hip can open a little bit more each time. Good. Inhale, lift. Exhale, come back. And then the last time here. Super. You're going to bring your feet together. Gently lift on up, open up here. And now we roll down to the tips of our shoulder blades. 3, 2, 1, come right back up. This time we're gonna circle back to front. So feeling again what that feels like and how you have to engage your core slightly differently when you move your arms backwards versus forwards. Good, feet are grounded, inhaling, circle around. And when you exhale, I really want you to lift the core in and up and push through space. Inhale, tapping on down, keeping your neck looking at those abdominals. And then exhale here. Great, 2 more. Great, take your nice inhale. And then on that push down, we exhale out. Great, last time here. Again, not holding on to the thighs, right? So sometimes we tend to like clench the thighs together. I want you to keep your thighs really relatively relaxed. So yes, they're working, but you're not holding on to that tension. Good, you're gonna roll down for me, 3, 2, 1. And as you come down, I want you to bring that right knee in. Keep your head, neck, and shoulders lifted. And then you're gonna exhale, roll back up, putting the right foot back down on the floor. So we're inhaling, rolling on down, bringing the left knee in towards the chest. We're still just keeping that head, neck, and shoulder lift. Exhale, engage. Good. So again, finding this nice little flow of movement, allowing the knee to come towards you as you come down, and gently replace it on the floor as you lift up. Good, 1 more time on each side. So again, inhaling, rolling down, feeling the space get a little bit wider and a little bit bigger, and feeling how you have a little bit more control. Great, we're gonna come all the way down, right knee comes in, and you're gonna stay here for a moment as you stretch up the arms towards your ears, right leg goes out, and then you're gonna bend the knee, arms come down. Inhale here, exhale out. Now, if you feel like this is a little bit too much for your left leg, you can always bend. Put your heel on the floor, gives you a little bit more support. If this feels okay for you, by all means, go for it. Great, we got 3 more. And again, at any point, if you need to put your hands behind your neck to support your head, please do so as well. Inhale, expansion, exhale, resist, come back. And then last time here. Great, take a nice smiley inhale, and you're gonna exhale, roll and stack back up. Over to the other side. So you're inhaling, rolling down, bringing this left knee in. Remember, if this is too much for the ankle, flex that right foot. You're gonna stretch up the arms towards the ears, stretching out that left leg, and then exhale it back. Now, if you also feel like you wanna play around with your arms, by all means do so. Again, if you feel like you need to support your neck, please do so as well. You can also just do one arm if that feels better for you, and if you do, just do the right, or then you can just alternate the left. right? So again, feel free to make the movement your own as you need it right this moment. 2 more. Last time here. Great, take another inhale, put that foot down, and then exhale, stack and roll, and put that foot back down on the floor. Excellent, we're gonna roll down again. This time we're gonna bring both knees in towards the center as your head, neck, and shoulders stay lifted, and your feet are gonna be flexed. Now you are gonna put one hand on top of each other, keeping out those elbows for me. I want you to gently push away with the backs of your heels as you start alternating. Great, let's start incorporating that breath. So you're gonna inhale here, and then you're gonna exhale out. Great, keeping the lift. Inhale, flex. And again, feeling how that flex feels. You feel the backs of your legs activate. You can feel it almost going up towards your bum just a little bit. Great, and that full breath feeling of an inhale. Exhale, bellies come in, ribs get drawn in towards the center. And again, kind of feeling how your hips are very much open and grounded at the same time. Super, last breath. Inhaling, and then exhale out. Excellent, both feet go back down. Excuse me, both feet come back to the middle, point your toes, and then slowly lower down on 3, 2, and 1. From here, reach your arms all the way up, and then you're gonna walk or lift up to a seated position. Great, so again, adjust where you need to. We're gonna twist towards the right for me here, and we're gonna curl, oh my God, we're gonna curl down, tapping just towards the tips of our shoulder blades on the right hand side. And you feel how this whole twist is happening here. Good, you're gonna put the right hand behind your head and take a moment. You're gonna bring the left arm up and exhale down. So basically, both hips are on the floor. It is kind of a nice lifted twist. Good, pushing it down. We've got 3, 2, and 1. Super, release the hands, take a deep breath, inhale, and then exhale. I want you to stack and roll up on that side. Great, back towards the middle. Twisting towards the left, keeping both hips down. Inhale here, and then exhale, roll down on the left side to the tips of your shoulder blades. Great, left hand goes behind your head, making sure that this right hip isn't coming up too much, right? You're still reaching for this. And you're lifting this right arm up and pushing it down. And again, feeling how the twist is very active. You can reach a little bit more due to that extension of your right arm. But at the same time, you can still think about how your body is in kind of 2 separate parts, right? That bottom half, belly button down, and the upper half. And how that upper half at the moment is a little bit more active, and that the bottom half is kind of just that little loving anchor point. Good, last 2, shoulder still stays down on both sides. And then last time here. Great, let's release that left arm, smile for me. And then exhale it up. 3, 2, 1, and coming back towards the center. Great, we're gonna slowly roll down again. 3, 2, 1. As you do so, you bring your knees in towards your chest. One hand on top of each other, open up nice and wide. Great, so you're gonna stretch up that right leg for me, and then bring it on back. So yeah, just kind of allowing the body to feel where it's at. Inhaling, stretch up the left. Exhale it back. Great, now you're gonna stretch out the right leg towards the floor. Remember, you don't have to go all the way down if that feels too much. If you feel like your lower back is arching off of the floor, then make it smaller. Great, let's try that again. Inhale, stretch up the right. And then exhale the left. Good, inhale the right leg all the way out. And then exhale the left. Great, we're gonna try the combination, ready? You're stretching up the right, and at the same time, you're gonna stretch out the left. And again, if you say it's too much, then do it separately. And then you're gonna bring the left leg back, and then bend the right. We're working with progression, everyone. So inhaling the left leg up, stretching out the right, and then exhale the right back in, and bend the left. Let's do it again like that a few more times. So inhaling the right one up, and exhale out the left. Good, Inhale the left back in, and then the right. And then the last time like this, inhaling the left up and out with the right. And then bringing the right one back in, and then the left. Great. Let's see if we can do it together. Ready? Inhaling the right up and the left out. And again, your knees can stay gently bent if they need to. That's totally fine as well. Inhaling out, exhaling, coming back. Good. And again, feeling how your upper back is lifted. Your middle back is nice and connected to the floor. Your lower back is also very much connected, even if there may be a little bit of space to maintain that neutral pelvis. And think about, where are you extending from here? Can you keep the core a little bit more engaged? Can you lengthen out a tiny bit more through the toes? Good. We've got 2 more to go. And then last one here. Super. Soles of your feet, go back down on the floor. Take a deep breath. Let's release the hands, walk up, stay high, and then slowly lower down for me on 3, 2, and 1. Great. Opening up those arms to a nice T position. Okay, so the left foot is going to stay where it is, and you're going to walk it a little bit away. And we're going to, again, work with a little bit of this weaving concept. So you're going to keep the right foot all the way long. You're going to open up the right leg towards the side. And then you're going to gently bend it, bringing it underneath the left, trying to tap beyond, slightly but beyond, the outside of the left thigh. And then you're going to open it up again and reclose. Let's try that a few more times. So inhaling, opening. Exhale, bending and kind of reaching beyond. Good. Inhale, opening again. And exhale, lift. Now again, think about, where are you holding this move from? Which parts of your core are you activating more than the other? So for me at this moment, I feel like it shifts from the left to the right. But in this moment, I feel like my right side is pretty active. The left side is holding in a different way. So again, just bringing your awareness to what your body is doing at this moment, and see if that feels aligned. Meaning, does something feel like it's firing up a little bit too much? Can you inhale, expand a bit more with the breath? Belly button comes back as you exhale, reaching those arms out a little bit longer, melting into the floor. Great. Inhaling, open, and exhale, close. Great. The last time here. Inhale, open. Exhale, weave, making it nice and slow. Great. Inhaling it, opening it up, keeping the left side grounded as you allow for space on the right, and then lifting on up. Super. Slowly bring that right foot down towards the floor. Bringing the arms all the way up towards the ceiling. Take a nice smiley inhale. And then we're going to exhale, head, neck, and shoulders come up. You're going to walk or peel yourself off of the floor. Great. So, keeping yourself here, you're going to bring this right arm up and over. And then you're going to shift your weight a little bit, so that the right knee now goes down and the left knee stays open. Yeah? Good. From here, you're going to take another inhale. And then you're going to slowly bring everything back. We're going to slowly add to it, but let's do that another few times. So you're inhaling, circling around first. And now when you feel like I'm stable, then you use your core to just open, shifting your hips forward, keeping this left knee still relatively open and reaching. Good. You can also look down at the floor as always. Take another stretchy inhale, and then exhale, slowly come right back. All right, let's start adding a little bit more. So inhaling, twisting around. Now exhale. When you come here, I want you to lift your hips up. Again, we're working with stretching and strengthening. Then you bring your hips down, and we don't move yet. Then we decide to move, right? We're still keeping this somewhat isolated, not insulated. Good, so inhale, opening. When you feel like you're pretty grounded, you open up the hip, reach and stretch. Great. And then come right back, slowly connecting. Cool. Let's add another layer on. So inhaling, opening. Exhaling, lifting. When you're lifted, I want you to stretch up the left leg. Yeah, nice and slow. Then you're going to put the left foot back down, hips come back down, and we slowly rotate back to the middle. Good, we're going to do that 2 more times, and that's that last step. So inhaling, opening, lifting. Exhale, stretch. Good. Inhale, foot comes down, hips go down, and then exhale, circle around. Cool. Last time here. Inhale, opening. Exhale, lift. Great. Inhale, stretch it out. Exhale, come back. Super. Lovely. Well done. Now we're going to roll back down for me all the way, finding again that space, vertebrae, reaching, snapping. 3, 2, and 1. Good. So again, we're finding our way back into the middle of your mat in case you may have lost yourself. And your arms are out to a T. This time we're going to keep the right leg planted. So remember, if you feel like you need to bring a little bit more space between your right heel and your bum, do it. But I want you to have space, remember, for this weaving process. Left leg goes all the way up. Great, so you're inhaling, opening it up. Exhale up. Great, then you weave underneath and come back up. Super, inhale, open. I lied. We have to come from this position into the weave, my mistake. Great, then you inhale, open, and exhale, close. There we go. So inhale, opening it up. Exhaling, weaving underneath and tapping. Inhale, stretch it out, and exhale, close. Remember, if you feel like you also need more support, by all means put the palms down towards the floor to give yourself that extra little bit. Stretching it out. And again, bringing that feeling of where are my shoulders at the moment? Can I create a bit more space between my ears and my shoulders? Can I rotate my shoulders back a little bit more to create a little bit more space in my chest? Can I lengthen out my fingertips a little bit longer to create more space within me? Can I release a little bit of tension in my neck or in my face? And can I feel how that right side is a little bit more grounded, still to allow for that openness through the left? Good. 2 more for me. Inhale, open, and then exhale out. Great, engaging the core, feeling how all of your bones within your ribs are really nice and breathed and expanded in towards the mat. Breathed, I meant like full of breath. The words I create in English is amazing. And last time here, inhaling, opening, exhale, reach. Great, extending that left leg out and then coming all the way back up. Super, sole of your foot goes back down on the floor. Take a nice inhale, reach on up for me. And then exhale again, head, neck, and shoulders come up and either walk or reach and stack yourself all the way here. Cool, I'm just gonna flip around just so that we can see what's happening on this left side. So remember, we're bringing this left arm up and over, right? And when we're feeling like supported, then the left knee comes and we just lift and reach first, right? Nothing else gets lifted. And then we exhale everything back. Good, 2 more times just like that. So you're inhaling, opening, exhale, reach. Good, and again, allowing for that little bit of twist. Inhale, finding your way back to the center, and then exhale, squeeze and close again. Cool, last one like this. Inhale, open. Exhale, gently reach, twist, open up the hips, find that knee in that upright position. Good, inhale, slowly bring back that right arm, and then exhale, close. Good, now comes that hip lift. Inhaling, opening, and when we're here, we're exhaling, lifting just the hips. Great. Inhaling, slowly coming back, and exhale, reclose. Cool, 2 more. Inhale, open, exhale, lift. Great. Hips come back down as we circle the right arm, and then the left. I just need to move over so that my knee is supported. Last time, just like this, before that extra leg extension. Super. Inhaling, right arm, and then exhale long. Great, let's add that leg extension. So circling on the inhale, and then exhale, stretch. Great, right foot comes down, and we slowly recalibrate back towards the middle. And again, if you find that your leg placement is a little bit off when you come back, that's totally fine, right? You're just working with your own body and seeing, can I put my foot more or less back where it was? And if it's not exactly the same, it's totally okay. But still remember what's happening with the upper body, right? So even if we are allowing for a lot of movement at this moment, we're still keeping that nice long lift so that the entire upper body is very active, your core is active, and the spine still has its nice straight position. Great, take another inhale, and then slowly lower down for me. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. We are gonna flip over onto all fours, everybody. So hopefully it's not too hard to see what's happening. I realize it looks very dark, but alrighty here. So let's come into all fours. Again, if at any point your shoulders feel like they're not digging this, then you can always come out of it and slow it down, okay? So we're gonna tuck the left toes for me here. We're reaching out the right leg just a little bit above the floor. And I want you to stay relatively close to the floor, but we're not touching the floor. So you're basically opening up towards the side, and then you're gonna come behind you. But again, we're working with a very low direction. So it's almost like you could touch the floor if you wanted to, but you're not. Good. Inhaling, opening, exhale back. Elbows are still back. Great. We've got 3, 2, cool, and 1. So we're gonna stay on this right side. You're gonna lift up the leg just a little bit and then tap it down. So again, keeping that rightmost position of the mat, we're still lifting that right leg and then coming on back, lifting the core, feeling the chest open, your shoulder blades come together. You push away a little bit more from the mat. And if at any point your wrists start to hurt, by all means, just feel free to come into a fist position. Great, we've got 3 more. 2, and 1. Excellent, back down towards the center. From here, you're actually gonna bring your hips down and come into this lifted position here for me. Still working with this right leg. You're gonna bring the right hand up and then behind your head. If at some point you feel like you need that extra support, by all means, come on here. So you're stretching out the right leg and you're gonna give it a nice little flex. And again, if you feel like this bent leg is not supportive enough, feel free to move it closer towards you for a little bit more. Good, so you're gonna inhale, kick this leg forward, and then exhale, point it back. So we're doing our single leg kicks, but I just wanna make sure that, again, we're not rotating that upper body and you're not swinging so far back that your hips are unstacking, meaning the right hip still stays stacked on top of the other. You still feel this entire lift from below. And again, you can always look down if you feel like you need to do that. Great, inhale, kick. Exhale, swing it back. Now, see what just happened. I just noticed that my upper body was swinging forward a little bit. We really want to keep the core nice and active so that doesn't happen. Good, and again, feeling the stretch, even if your legs are moving, just what that feels like. Good, 2 more. And then last time here. Excellent, coming back to the center for a moment. Great, so we're gonna come right back down. And now you're gonna stretch out the left leg and you're gonna, like this, hopefully, you're gonna take your 2 fingers and wrap them around your big toe, and then your thumb goes around it. It's kind of like what they do sometimes in yoga. And your arm rather, is on the inside of your right leg. So you're kind of pressing your leg against your arm, okay? So you're gonna inhale, stretch up the leg. And again, it doesn't have to be straight, but if it can be, that's great. And you're gonna bring it towards you a little bit, trying to kiss your elbow towards your knee. Good. So now we're gonna lower the leg down in front of us, feeling that nice little stretch, and then engage the core to come up. So what I want you to do is, I still don't want you to forget that this is actually as much of a core exercise as it is a leg exercise, okay? So you're inhaling, trying to pull it a little bit towards you, and then exhale, release. Good, inhale, slowly lengthen, and again, you only go as far as your hips allow and your core allows, and then exhale it up. Good, 3 more. Inhale, gently pulling, exhale, release. And again, feeling the core working together with that stretch to stabilize and lengthen, and then exhale up. Good, 2 more. elbow to knee, and stretch it up. And feeling how the left side of you is relatively stabilized from below, but you can still find a little bit more activation here by lifting up a tiny bit more away from the floor with the side body that's touching the floor. Good, last time here. Cool, so finding that extra bit of reach. Then you're gonna let go of the foot, extend the arm out, and find that nice long sensation. Great, so you're gonna inhale the knee in, arm goes behind, and then you're gonna exhale, find that length all the way through the center. So it's almost like you're swimming a little bit. And again, if your arm is doing something slightly different, it's fine. You can also play around with it. If you feel like you wanna bend your arm and your leg, that's also beautiful. So really whatever works for you at this moment. I feel like I'm floating through space and swimming at the same time. I love that feeling. And again, that's what I meant with also like occupying different spaces, right? If you want to have a straight line, go for it. Here's where we're combining the two. Great, and this is the last time. All the way here. Okay, finding our way all the way back in towards the lifted position. And then putting that right hand here, pushing yourself all the way up, and then bringing your hips back towards the center. Cool. Now we have to go onto the other side. So you're opening up here, you're tucking the right toes, and again, you're extending the left leg out just above the floor, right? Like if you wanted to, you could touch the floor, but you're not. Grounding through that lift, making sure you're not sitting into the right hip, keeping everything nice and parallel to the floor, downward facing. Your inhale, sliding it open to the side, and then exhale, sliding it over to the other side. Now in this position, what often happens, at least in my experience, is that people sit into their right hip or start to like shift that whole body. Really keep the body very, very stable. And the idea is that if you need to make this leg swing a little bit smaller or even a little bit slower in order to see where your moment of I'm losing control here is, then make that happen, right? How big this is never the importance. It's always about where you are at this moment and allowing growth to happen from there. Great, we've got 3 and 2. Last time here. Excellent, coming down onto your knees. This time bringing your knees towards the left and your right arm goes down and you bring your left hand behind your head. So again, I'm gonna just rotate around so everyone can see forward facing. Good, and then you're extending this left leg all the way out. So again, if you need to bring the right knee in closer or further for more stabilization, please do so. And you're flexing that foot and inhale, kick, and then exhale, slowly bring it back. Remember, adjusting as necessary. Sometimes you feel like you can do more or less if you slowly adjust. Please do that. And remember where this reach is happening from, right? You feel how the core is engaged, but you allow the hip flexors to open. You allow for the toes to open, and you still feel that there's like energy coming out from your head. What I mean with the energy is that you're still trying to connect your toes up your legs, through your core, in through your belly, into your chest, and then out through your neck and head. Good. Inhaling here. Exhale, engaging. Super. And again, seeing how that left side is a little bit more fired up than the right, perhaps. Maybe you can push a little bit further away from the floor. Great. 2 more. And I can't hear you breathing, but I think you are, right? Good, coming back to the center. Cool, and then finding our way all the way back down and stretching out. Cool, then you're gonna bring these left foot in, bring the 2 fingers around your toe, your big toe, and then you grab it with your thumb and then stretch it on up. And again, even while we're here, we're still making sure that our upper body is nice and aligned, our hips are still stacked. So you're pulling the knee towards you and then exhaling it out. Good, and then you're allowing for this nice stretch, lowering down towards the front, stopping wherever you need to, and then exhaling it back up. Good, 4 more times. So again, the idea here is that you're slowly allowing for the stretch to happen through the left side while simultaneously using your core and seeing that your body wants to open up. You're just giving it the space to do so. Great. Inhaling, slowly coming on down. Engaging the core as we exhale up. Good. 2 more. And again, melting that left shoulder, right? If you feel like your shoulder on the left side is coming up a little bit too high, please try and keep that openness through the upper body as well. Cool. Last time here. And then all the way out. Excellent. And here is where we let go and then slowly lower. So again, finding that nice flowy stretch, whatever that looks like for you. Keeping the toes pointed though and allowing for the hips to stay stacked. And again, we're somehow trying to find a little bit more lift on the on this bottom side body. Meaning you can completely melt into the mat if that's where you'd like, but you can also find a little bit more lift, which means you do have to work a little bit harder, but see where you're at and if you can create a little bit more space. Inhaling here, exhale, extend. Great, 3 more. And 2. And last time here. Excellent. Coming back towards your center position. Cool. You're going to bend your knees, lift yourself up, and yes, we're going to find ourselves again onto all 4s. But this time I'm coming here. Otherwise I lose my positioning. Okay, we ready, people? Let's do it. So you're going to tuck your right toes and you're going to stretch out your left leg. And you're going to bring that left leg off of the floor for me. Cool. So you're going to tap down with the left leg and then lift it up. Good. Then you're going to bring the left knee in and stretch it out. Now you're going to keep that there and lift up just the right knee a little bit. 3, 2, 1, and come right back down. So let's try that again. Lowering down with the left. Exhale, lift up. Inhale the left knee in. And exhale, stretch it back out. Keeping it there, you lift up the right knee, only 3, 2, 1, and then come back down. Great. If you feel like you are into it, by all means, you can extend the right arm out for the first half of this move. It is more challenging, but it's up to you what you need. Then I would bring that right arm down, take a deep breath, elbows back, lift up, hovering for 3, 2, 1, all the way back down. Great, we've got 2 more to go. So inhale, lower down. Exhale, lift. And again, this is about that control concept of lifting your core. This is not just a leg exercise. Floating that right arm down, elbows back, smile for me, big. And then exhale, lift for 3, 2, 1, coming right back down. Great, last set here, lowering down on the left. Lifting on up. Great, inhaling the left knee in, exhale it out. Great, floating that right arm down, elbows back, chest open. Inhale, breathe, and then exhale, lift for 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come back down, and then take a deep breath. Good, untuck your toes, and then float yourself back as you reach forward, extending those arms all the way nice and long. Great, and from this position, we're gonna curl through the spine, allowing for that amazing spinal articulation and finding ourselves into this nice long open position. Are you ready, ladies? Let's do it. Inhale, elbows back, come down for me. 3, 2, 1, exhale all the way back up. Good, 4 more, please. Inhale, slowly down. Lift from your core, make it slow. Elbows back, shoulders down, exhale up. Remember, it's not about how far you're coming down. You come down as far as you can. I just want you to feel that control through the middle as well. Exhale up. Good, and if you feel like you want that extra little bit, you can come down with the bent, tuck your toes. When you get towards the top, you can lift up your legs, just for a second. And then you put your knees down for the last one again. Inhale, slowly coming down. Exhale, stretch. And if you feel like you want, stretch out your legs for 3, 2, 1. Super, knees come down, take a deep breath, and then shift your weight back. Okay, let's come back into the middle for our last little set. Doing this other side. So again, if you're tucking your left toes, you're stretching out that right leg and lifting it up first for the stabilization. So you lower down on the right. And again, each time you move this, I still want you to feel how, even if you're not moving your leg very high, there's still a lot of control. Inhaling here to hold, to support. And then exhale, lift for 3, 2, 1, come right back. So again, it's like, think about how heavy can you make this leg in respects of making it as active as it can be, even if it's not high. Inhaling the right knee in, activating the glutes as well as you stretch and extend. Good, inhale, hold. Exhale, lift for 3, 2, 1, coming back down. Great, we've got 3 more to go. So if you choose that extra option of the left arm, now is a great time to try it out. You can always bring it back down to the floor whenever you need it. Great, floating that arm down, elbows back, big smile for me. Inhale, and then exhale, lift and hold for 3, 2, 1, right back down. Good, now each time we move, remember, we find a little bit more connection. It's almost like we're waking up all of those amazing muscles, the cells in our body, we're bringing more oxygen, we're finding more space. And yes, we're getting stronger at the same time. Inhale, hold for a moment, and then exhale, lift for 3, 2, 1, all the way down. Last time here. So again, trying to see, can you push a little bit further away with that right stabilizing arm? Can you expand the ribs when you breathe here into the front and side ribs as well? Great, foot goes down, take a deep breath, inhale, and then exhale, lift and hold for 3, 2, 1, right back down. Super, everything comes back to the center. Shift your weight back for a moment. And again, feeling free to always circle around your wrists if you need to. Or if your shoulders feel tight, right, you can always kind of interlace and give yourself a little bit of a stretch wherever you need. Awesome, yes, let's extend the arms all the way out again. Take your nice expansive inhale and then curling the spine, articulating, allowing for that space before we find ourselves in this amazing position. Remember, elbows back, we got 5 more to go. Big smile for me. Inhale, coming down. Exhale, push up. Inhale, elbows back. Excuse me. Exhale, push up. Remember, if you want to add that leg extension here, tuck the toes, inhale down. When you come up to the top, you can stretch up. Great, coming on down. 2 more. It's just allowing yourself like a supportive way to get into a bigger plank and a bigger push-up. Holding here for 3, 2, 1, knees come down, and then find your way all the way back. Excellent. Okay, let's come over again into a seated position for a moment and just kind of calibrate and roll out our shoulders here. All right, so we're gonna do a little bit more of twisting and lifting and operating in different planes. So we're gonna bring the arms here. You're gonna rotate the arms all the way back. And again, your right arm is gonna go out at a diagonal position. When you're here, you're gonna gently rotate so that your right hip is on the floor, left arm is up, and you're gonna bring your knees in towards you. Great, and then you're gonna tap them down. You can also bring your arm actually 90 degrees, that's good as well. So your knees come in, and then tap them down. Then we're gonna start using the arms. So you're reaching towards your feet and exhale out. But I don't want us to move the upper body. I want you to feel how stable you are in this position. Great, 2 more. And then last time here. Super. And then you're gonna slowly push yourself up and then rotate or walk everything back towards the middle. Let's try that again on the other side. So you're circling around on the left. Yeah, let's keep the elbow close and putting that arm into that nice 90-degree angle, slowly shifting your weight over towards the side, lifting up your both knees staying slightly on your left hips. So you're tapping down here and then coming on in. Good. And if you want, you can slowly start to reach as your arms connect with your heels, and then slowly come on down. Good. We've got 4 more. And again, inhale, keep that lift, feeling how the side body on the left is pretty active as well as your right oblique. And 2, reaching long, and 1. Super. From here, you're gonna slowly push yourself up and somehow get yourself as gracefully as possible back towards the middle. Awesomeness. Let's try that again. Inhale, coming up and over. Arm comes down, shift the weight and staying here for me. Great. This time I want you to rotate your knees a little bit higher, and you're gonna stretch out your legs for me and then come back. And remember, if you think that the stretching out of the legs is too much, keep them bent. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, come back. Good. We've got 3, 2, and 1. Good. Staying here, open and close. Slowly, just the knees for me for 5. Again, keeping the heels together. Think about squeezing from the center. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Feet come down, and then you push yourself up, and look at that. That one was not so bad. All right, last time on the other side. So rotating around first, circling, arm goes down, knees go to the side first, and then I want you to rotate those knees upwards for me. Great. So you're stretching all the way out, and then coming on back for 6, 5, and again, seeing how much can you lift. And if the double leg is too much, keep it as a gentle bent knee. Good. 3, 2, happy moments, and 1. Good. Coming back towards the center, opening up, keep that arm lifted. We're squeezing and closing for 5, 4, happy breaths. 3, feel the lift. 2, feel that squeeze, and 1. Super. Feet come down, and then shift your weight all the way back. Oh, that was lovely. All right, open up the knees, and then grab a hold actually underneath your feet, and then just allow your upper body to melt for a moment. All right, and then lift up your head, neck, and shoulders come up. Great, we're gonna do 2 more quick core exercises, then 1 more little stretch. So from here, you're gonna bring your hands underneath your knees, and you're just gonna slowly roll your entire body into that lifted position. You're gonna put one hand on top of your head, on top of each other behind your head, and open up wide. Great, so from here, we're gonna stretch out the right leg and then the left for 5. Inhaling here, exhale out for 4. 3, so it's a slightly shorter breath, but still long. 2, and 1. Great, from here, you're gonna stretch out both legs a little bit, and then open wide, squeeze them closed, and come right back. So again, you're lengthening out to a point where you notice that you can hold it. You're not allowing that lower back to arch off the floor, but you still feel how that power of the center lift and groundedness is very present. Good, last time here. And all the way back. Great, we're gonna twist to the right and come back to the center, stretch out the legs. Stay on the right side only. Inhale to the right, exhale, stretch. Good, 3 more. Remember, head, neck, and shoulders stay lifted. And 2, and 1. Good, keep the legs out, twist towards the right for a moment. Turn your toes out and just beat your heels together for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Super, back towards the center and come back into the middle. If you need to take a break, do so. Otherwise, it's time for the other side. Ready? Let's do it. So you're inhaling to the left. Exhale, stretch up for 5, 4. And again, you're finding how the head, neck, and shoulders can stay lifted, even if it's just a little bit off the floor, right? 3, 2, and 1. Good. Keep the legs out, gently twist, turn those toes out, and beat your heels together for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Super. Everything back towards the center. Soles of your feet back down on the floor. Walk your feet a little bit further away. Release the hands, and then roll up for me. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. So let's put the left foot in front, the right foot behind, and let's twist. So arms are all the way out into your T position. You're twisting towards the right leg first. You're going to inhale, twist, keeping your hips back down on the floor. And then exhale, lengthen. Now twisting to the other side. Good. Right hand goes down first. Left arm comes up and over. Just melt into the moment. Don't even think too much about it. And then exhale, open. Floating over to the other side. Left arm comes down. I do want you to keep both hips on the ground though, but still allow for the hips to be grounded as that upper body reaches long. And then come back to the center. Arms come down. Cool. Other side. So just kind of swinging your legs around however you can. Here we go. Inhale, twisting to the left. Exhale, back. Great. And then inhale, twisting to the right. And again, feeling how you've worked each side pretty actively today. So it's like a beautiful welcomed moment of release. Left arm down, right arm up and over. And then exhaling, open. And again, feeling how this feels when you change directions, right? You have a lot more space to move in this side, but you still need to keep yourself really loaded downwards here. Great. And then floating yourself all the way back up for a moment, and then slowly bringing your arms down. Cool, everybody. So let's come back. We've got our rolling session. Knees come up, toes are together for a moment. Then you're gonna open up your knees and flex your feet. Hands come in your prayer position. You dive through, wrap around, open up the chest, and then bring the belly back. Remember, we only roll to the tips of our shoulder blades. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, rolling on back. 3, 2, 1, finding that balance first. Right hand, right heel, stretch up where you can. For 3, 2, 1, back to the center, reweave. 3, 2, 1, rolling back, finding that breath, finding that balance again. Left hand, left heel, stretch it up on 3, 2, 1, and then reconnect. Great, last time here. 3, 2, 1, rolling back. 3, 2, 1, finding the balance first. Both hands, both heels, open up wide. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great, knees together, hands by your side. Take a nice deep inhale. And then exhale, shift your weight forward and hang nice and long. Allowing your body just to be. Great, and here's where we say yes to everything that fits our vision of what we want our life to be, while actively saying no to everything else. And giving yourself that amazing self-love smile. And then exhale, stacking and rolling on 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Cool.